So this is my text editor which is going to be used. So if I have to, let's say that, right? So if I have to just select only, find only the new numbers, non-numbers, and then replace it with nothing, right? So it'll be like this, right? So as you can see that all I did was I replaced every alphabetic character and non-numeric character with nothing. Okay, so this is a regular expression. If you don't understand it right now, don't worry. Okay, so here we are saying that replace all these things and replace it in a whole document anywhere you find it. So anything which is non-numeric, we're replacing it with nothing. So you see the magic. So every non-numeric character got deleted from the document. So this is just one starting example. All right, we'll we'll talk about more. And we did use a form of regular expression when we used DOS. Do you remember dir star dot star or dir a dot, I mean star dot bat, right? So there we, yeah, so that was a very minimal form of regular expression, and probably the life of regular expression started from there. And so regular expression is basically, you know, started with those things, but those things are called wildcard characters. Okay, so regular expression is basically a very advanced form of wildcard characters. All right. Now let's start with some more example. So the basic part, the first thing is a dot. So dot means whenever we put a dot in an expression or a pattern. So a regular expression is a pattern, right? So when we put a dot in a pattern, it means it will match with a single character. All right. For example, a dot b will match with a dot acb or abb or ab. Okay. No, this is wrong. It won't match here. All right. So a dot b will match acb, anything. So quick question to all. Will it match with say a hash b? Good, good. So basically, and it doesn't match with something like ab, and it won't match with triple ab. All right. Then another example is, say we put dot a. Okay. So dot a is basically any character followed by a a. So A, X, A, all are valid strings with which this character will match. All right. So let's just see. A, C, B we have got, A, A, B we have got, and A we got. Okay. Now let's see if this. The only extra thing I'm putting is this one and this one. Don't worry. It only means if this means beginning of the line and end of the line. So in case of text editors, you have to do that. Okay. So you can see that a dot b, a dot b, if you are able to see it, a dot b is matching with acb, but it's not matching with anything else. Okay. If I put here like this, axb, then it will match with that also, and it doesn't match with ab or aa. Make sense to you, right? If I put say dot 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 B, right? Then also it will match only first and last. Cool. And if I say A dot, and dollar is saying that end of the line, right? And this caret character means the beginning of the line. So beginning of the line A and then dot means I'm looking for the lines which start with A and have one more extra character. All right, you can see that. So it's only those two that will match. If I don't put dollar, then it will match all because I'm not saying end of the line, right? So in case of a text editor, you got to put caret and dollar just for matching the very full matching the full regular expressions. All right. So dot means a single character. Dot means a single character. So who will answer me this? So A dot 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 B dot dot C matches with which ones? So answer it's a multiple choice question. First and second, third. Okay. First, first. Okay, okay. Vidi, are you sure about the third one? So okay, great, great, great. So answer is one. So who did not get it? So I would love to explain. So everybody got it. Awesome. So now just raise your hand because right now, if you miss this part, then it is going to be difficult. So Arun, I did not see Arun. Okay, okay. So Arun, here dot means a single character, right? Dot means a single character. So A dot dot dot, which means any three characters, and then B, then any two characters, and then C. So first one has A, then three characters, then B, then two characters, then C, right? Dot means any character, any single character. So three dots mean three characters, and then you have got dot dot, which is two characters, and C. Here ABC will not match because dot does not mean 0 or 1 character, it means one character. All right. Similarly here C, the number of characters between B and last C need to be 2, instead it's only 1. Okay, right. So dot means a single character. So probably you were thinking that dot means 0 or 1 characters. All right, just like a question mark in DOS. So here it's not like question mark, it means any character once. All right. So this was the dot, the first one. All right. So I have another question for you. Okay. So a regular expression that matches all of these. What is that regular expression? Okay, okay. Good, good. Okay. So Arun, here the question was opposite of what we gave earlier. given these list of values, what is the regular expression that would match all of these? So what should be the regular expression that should match all of these? That is the question. So A followed by some character, it could be B, D, or F, and then followed by another character. Awesome, awesome. So everybody got it? Great, great. So that was the first thing we I wanted to explain. Now the next one is your the range. Okay, we talked about any character. Now we are talking about any character, any single character in a range. So if we want to say that a single character which is a part of this range, then we use square bracket. So if we say capital A and then square bracket A to Z, which means a single character which is a part of this, which means AB to AZ is basically will match it, while this one will not match it because capital A is not part of this range. Okay. So ranges could be something like A dash Z 0 dash 9, or ranges could be A, B, C. Okay. Similarly, here we are saying it's a two-digit number. It's a two-digit number, which meaning first digit will vary from 0 to 9, second will vary from 0 to 9, right? So therefore, this one will match, but this one will not because it has got three digits, it has got five digits, and it has got no digits. So as an example, I would like to show it to you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, and say now if you see I say start of the line, then I say 0 to 9, then I say 0 to 9, and then dollar. Okay. So what I'm saying is that it's a two-digit number. So first one is matching. You can see 12 matched, then 34 matched. That's all. Okay. And if I say here that one more character, it means that it will match only the three-digit numbers. All right. Similarly, if I say A dash Z, it will only match nothing actually. Okay. Now, if I say this, okay, ignore case. Okay. So it will match only the last one. Okay. So now you can see that we can also, when we are mentioning ranges, we can say A dash Z, we can also say 0 dash 9, and we can also combine them together 0 dash 9, A dash Z, A dash Z. Also, we can say that A followed by X or Y or Z, and then small z. Okay. So we can ranges we can write in the form of you know all the characters in the square brackets, or we can put dashes which say that from here to here. Sounds sensible to you? Great, great. Now this one matches with which ones? S, then square bracket, A, E, I, O, U, and D matches with what? Okay, okay, okay. So Naveen, are you changing your answer? And Sai? So we said S followed by any of these characters. Any, remember, any single character. And then Andy. Alright, alright. Any character out of this. Perfect, perfect. So first and the third one. Alright. Now, so should I move on? So first and the third one. Excellent. Now similarly, now can somebody give a regular expression which will match all three of these? Anyone? Okay, okay. So Virdi, so when we say ADEC, you need to that one will match only with three letters character. Samta, so you need to put it basically two square brackets. All right. So all of you are correct. AED we will also do. A ADE or so all of these are good answers. So we could write EDED or we could write here DE or we could be very generic in terms. We could say A to Z, or we could put something like something like as Virdi was saying, that one, or we could put furthermore a little bit deviation from this one. We could say actually D dash E. Okay, D dash E. All right. So if you have these numbers, and I just let me just copy it to my text editor over here, and then I can say, all right, so dollar and start of the line. So it matches all of these. Similarly, I could put it this way. It'll still match everything. All right, and I could put this way. All right. So does it make sense? So till here, does anybody has doubts? So we are going one step at a time, and then we'll start combining all of these regular expressions. Okay. The way I just did in an example where there was a range and I could also put a dot. So this is what I'm talking about combining. All right. So now next step is not in the range. The opposite of what we just did. We said any character in the range. Now if you put a this caret character inside the square bracket, remember inside the square bracket, don't get confused by this caret character which is at the beginning of line, okay, which is not in the square bracket. So if you put caret character in the inside, it just reverses the meaning of in the range. Okay, so it means a followed by a character which is not in A to Z. Okay, so it will match this one, but it will not match these, any of these. Similarly, 0 to 9, and then we have square bracket this, which means the first character should be a digit from 0 to 9, while the second character should not be a digit. Alright? So 0A will match. No, the not also does not mean null, meaning it would not match, say 5. Okay, let me just show you. No, actually this is wrong. This is wrong. You are right, actually. Thank you, Virdi. Right, that was a bad example. So you can see that. Let's just show you. Okay, now if we have to say A, D, and I want to say not of D, and then C. All right, so it will only match the third one. Right, now say we had A, D, C, it won't match that one also. You can see that, right? So which means that it doesn't match the empty one. Okay, so that example was wrong. Thank you, Virdi, again. Now moving on. So basically, whenever we put a caret character inside the square brackets, it just reverses the meaning of the range. Okay. Now we have got so quick question. If we are looking for a pattern and say we have a pattern called A dash B dash C, not dash, in square brackets. So this pattern versus simple ABC, is there a difference? Is there a difference between these two? So if a pattern is simply without any special characters and it is ABC, and the other pattern is square bracket A, square bracket B, square bracket C, does it make any difference? Are these two different or same? It means a single character called only A. It means a single character called only B, and it means a single character only C. And this also means the same thing. Did I confuse you? So here this is three characters. This is also Samta. This is also three characters. This will match A. This will match B. This match C. Right? Now I'll just show you this part. So we are looking for, let's say, ABC, ABC, E, and then. So if you put A, B, and then try to search it, it will match these. But if you put a dollar sign at the end and the beginning of the line, it says match it only if this pattern fills the line. So you can see that it doesn't match anyone. But if you see, put C over here, it will match only ABC. Okay. So you got the point. So saying something like this as a pattern is equivalent, it's an equivalent to saying this. Okay. All right, so we are on the same page now. So not in the range, or and opposite of this is interesting. If you put this, that means everything is starting everything will match except for A. Okay, so we are on the same page with respect to ranges. All right, all right. So should I move on? Yes, Virdi, you are right. Not of A in the square brackets means all single characters other than A. Perfect. Yes. Now, yes. Moving on, zero or more of preceding characters. Now, this is the word preceding, they give a little attention to it. So, whenever we are putting the asterisk, we are actually saying, say in this one, we are saying A asterisk B, which means we are saying zero or more of A followed by B. Zero or more, remember, zero or more, which will match B, where there are only zero characters of A. It will match AB, there is one character A, and it will match AAB. Okay. Now, similarly, the confusion which arises is this. So, but it will not match if you put anything else in between A and B, right? It only means any number of A's followed by B. Okay. Therefore, it will not match C, it will not match CB, it will not match ZB, and it will not match ABB. All right. Make sense to you? And if you put it after dot star, dot means any character and star means zero or more, which means zero or more of every character, which means an empty line also without a single character will match. Okay, a line which doesn't have even a single character will also match this expression dot star. Dot star means zero or more of any characters. Can we think of A? Yeah, you can think of A star as multiples of A. Yep. All right. So let's take few more examples. So whenever we put asterisk after a character, unlike this is where a difference between dir star dot star arises. Star meant zero or more of any characters. Star actually meant this in DOS. So don't confuse it with that one. Don't confuse it with that one. Star means eh, star means zero or more characters of the character preceding string, right? So A star means any number of times, maybe zero times of A followed by B. Okay. Here dot means a single character, any character, and followed by asterisk means any character, any number of times. All right. So let's take an example. So now again S and then A E I O U followed by asterisk and dy then followed by asterisk. Who will it match with? So zero or more of the character preceding asterisk, which means zero or more of this, and zero or more of this. Okay, Samta says all. So Virdi, do you think? Okay, Virdi also says all. Okay. So Minal, do you think the second one will not, match? So as we said, a square bracket means any of these characters. Okay, any number of times, and any number of times. So Minal, if you see that here we have put asterisk after y, which means it can have any number of y. Okay, so zero or more. Okay, all right, all right. So who else thinks that the answer is not all? Okay, so Naveen, you got the answer or okay? Awesome, awesome. So I've got a great batch. Now the next question is that means all. So asterisk, if you keep on combining these things, it will get okay, okay. No, no, these things are quite confusing in general. Okay, these things are quite confusing in general. So do not worry. And right, right. All right. So awesome. So we have got this. Now the next one. Similar to asterisk, we have got plus. Okay. Plus means one or more. In case of zero asterisk, the only difference between asterisk and plus is very minor. Asterisk accepted zero characters also, but plus will have one or more characters. Okay. All right. So basically when we say plus means one or more of the preceding characters. So when we say a plus b, it will match a ab, but it will not match only b. While a asterisk b will match only b, right? A asterisk b will match only b, while a plus b will not match only b. Okay, so therefore that's the main difference between asterisk and plus. A plus b means a b a a b. So if you go into the text editor and I say a b a b and then b, then all right, now I can actually further add to it. Not that way, not that way. All right, now if I say beginning of the line a a, a, a any number of times of a at least once, and then b, and then end of line. Do you see this? So a plus b means ab aab. It will not match b, it is skipped b. Do you see that? And then this one, and then on so on. All right, sounds reasonable to you? Dot asterisk should match. Yes, it should match. You're right. Really. Okay, okay. Wait. Let me try. Okay, let's say beginning of the line dot star. Okay. See, it matching. It even matched the previous line. This is the blank line which doesn't have anything, right? Which you can't see right now. I'm able to see because I have to click previous twice. Blank line, then this one. Can you see that? So it did actually match. So maybe some bug in the editor you're using. Some bug in the editor you're using. All right. Now plus means okay. All right. So now let's talk about the other part. Say dot plus, which means non-blank. Then A, B, and then the string. Okay. Now this is all right, right? As I showed to you here, if you put dot plus over here, it will match all the line except this blank line. The line which is second last, you'll just skip it. While if you put dot star, it will not match the empty line. So dot plus means a character at least once, and it will match. Okay, so it will match everything except for a blank character. Blank is also sometimes needed to be matched. Okay, so say for example we are filtering all the lines which are non-empty. In those cases we would like to match the blank one and then remove that one. All right, so any, yeah, you can look at it that way. So plus means add zeros to infinity, and strict means multiply zeros to infinity to the previous char. Okay, okay. That actually I find it more confusing than simple zero or more or one or more. All right, good, good. Should I move on? So now here is the question. So if anybody has question with respect to plus, let me know now. So everybody's okay with plus? So we talked about dot, we talked about star, we talked about character ranges, we talked about negation of character ranges, then we talked about asterisk, and now we are talking about plus. Okay, moving on. Now, question to you is, now as followed by A, E, I, O, U, then plus, which means one or more characters, will match which all? Here, Arun? Okay, Samta says 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay. Again, a quick recap. Asterisk means zero or more of the preceding character. Square bracket means a single character inside the range, which is, and plus means one or more. All right, all right. So, yep. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, and not 4. Okay. So, I mean, it's easy to actually skip these things. You have to pay a very keen attention to actually pinpoint, because matching is difficult while creating a regular expression is easier. Now there is a concept of these curly brackets. All right, so instead of keep saying that zero or more characters, one or more characters, so some people did a pretty good job of defining them in this way. Okay, so if you put curly brackets after, just a second, my phone is crying. Okay. All right. So eh, when we put in curly brackets n comma m, it means mi- minimum number of n and maximum number m of the preceding character. Or if we write in curly brackets n only, which means exactly n number of characters. Okay. So a1 comma 2 will match only ab or aab. Okay. This means a can be once or twice, right? Not more than twice or not less than one. Okay. It will not match any of these. So and similarly, this comes very handy when we are counting phone number, for example. So we, if we have to just quickly match a 10 digit number, we'll say the first digit can be anything. First digit can be anything 1 to 9, and second digit can be anything between 0 to 9. All right. So let me just try to put it this way. This is also equivalent to 0 to 9, and then pasting it in your expression 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. All right. This will also mean the same thing. This and this. Okay. So this expression says, the first one says a curly brackets 1 comma 2 then b, which means a can be once or twice and then followed by b, while the second one says that first digit need to be 1 to 9, and then second can be 0 to 9, and that need to be repeated 9 times, which means any 10 digit number. All right. Did everybody got a hang of it? So when we have to specifically say these many digits to these many digits, then you do this. Say you have to validate in input, and you write an expression like dot followed by, or we want to say that a dash z, a dash z 0 to 9, and then we put a curly bracket saying at 30. So the input the user is going to give can be something between 0 to can be only alphanumeric and can only be 30 characters exactly. But if you say 0 to 30 or 1 to 30, means user has to type something. Okay. User has to type something, at least one character, and maximum he can go up to 30. All right. So you can see the power of regular expressions to form the logics quickly. If you are validating your form, regular expression is probably the best way to validate it. All right. So as I showed you that, say you want to quickly say we are allowing only alphanumeric characters. Okay. Alphanumeric characters in a particular field. So what you say, 0 to 9, A to Z, and A to Z, right? And any number of times. So any number of times. That means we are only allowing, so this will only match with alphanumeric characters. Okay. Now you want to say, you want to add one more constraint saying only alphanumerics, but at least are a character, right? At least one character. At least user need to type something. So what you do is here you put plus. Then you would say that whatever user enters, the minimum ID, okay, at least should be, say minimum ID we want say 8 characters, at least 8 characters. Okay. Now then you can take the same one and say put 8 here, and that's all. All right. Now this will match exactly 8 characters. or if you say at least 8 characters, and less than 100 characters, so you'll say 8 to 100. All right. Less than, equal to. Okay. Both. All right. So with these saying something, this will also match with 1. Yes. So this will, the one which you're pointing to will match with blank 2. Yes. Yes. You are right, Naveen. That will match empty lines. All right. So that is the magic of curly brackets. That is the magic of curly brackets. Now, if you see here, we have got two more things which we have been actually using in text editor from the beginning. Remember that this caret character, we call it caret character. If it comes in square brackets, it means not. Otherwise, it means that we are looking for the beginning of the line. Okay. And remember, it can only come at the beginning of your regular expression. Similar is the case of dollar. It can only come at the last of your regular expression. And dollar means match at the end of line, and caret means match at the beginning of line. Okay. Say in this case, I'm looking for only in the, okay, let's say I'm looking for O. Mhm. Let me just plug in only here. Okay, just for the heck of it. All right. So if I'm looking for only, and let's make it capital. All right. If I'm looking for only in this text, and I'm say that, then this one is also matching. And if I'm only looking for at the beginning of line, I'll just say caret, and then it will start matching. Okay. Only those ones. The fourth one will not match. Now, if I say dollar over here, then only the fourth one will match. The other ones will not match. All right. So dollar signifies that the the end of line, while caret character signifies the beginning of line. Also, caret character, if it comes in between here, it means negation. Okay, it means negation, which means it will not match numeric character, it will match everything. Okay, can you see that? And if I have to put a plus, then it will look for these kind of things. All right. All right. So beginning of the character, end of the beginning of the line, end of the line. This is true only for the line based tools where we are searching things. Okay, not in the case where you are exactly comparing a word against a pattern. So far, we had been applying plus, asterisk, and curly brackets on top of a single character definition, either square brackets or on top of other. But the beautiful part is that you can apply all of that using the round bracket. So if I say this, if you okay, it means keep on repeating ABC at least once. So ABC, 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 and so on. Okay. So this plus, which means one or more of the preceding character, now will mean that one or more of this whole string. Okay, this whole pattern. All right. So this will match ABC, 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 and so on. All right. While it will not match something like this. Similarly, if we have put this in place, say sa space and then put a bracket around it, so it will match basically sa ga and sa re ga and sa ga, but it will not match re ga because it there need to be sa need to be at least once. Okay, and also the square bracket can be nested. Okay, it can be one inside the another. Okay, so here it means it's actually quite complex. So the last one, what she's asking, yeah. So the last one will actually match AB also. Yes, she's right. Let's try it out. Okay, okay, and then we have got. You can see that. So AB plus means AB needs to be at least once or zero times, and then one can be there or cannot, maybe not be there, which means AB 1 1 1 1 1 and followed by this will also match our regular expression. Can you see that? And you can keep on multiplying it any number of times. All right. So it will match the first one. So it will not match A, and let me try it out here. A, B. Okay. Let me see. No, actually, it did not. If you put the dollar character and beginning of the line and end of line, then it will not match. See, it will not match because it AB plus means we are going to repeat the whole thing, not only a single one. Okay, we're going to repeat it whole thing. That is the magic of the round brackets. All right, all right. The other use of a group is that you can back reference it. I'll show you what does it mean by back referencing. So if you use plus in the end, yeah, I used a plus in the end, right? Here, this is a plus in the end. If we got back to the example, okay, here, now let's say I remove this. That's what you're saying. This one. So it won't have any impact then. Okay. Now let's say, let's just remove this part as sometimes saying. Right. So if you remove that plus, which means it's equivalent to saying this. Okay. It's equivalent to saying this. All right. Is everybody with me on this? I see that. Okay. So the way plus and asterisk and curly brackets were applied on single character, right? If you have to apply asterisk plus and curly bracket that modifiers on a full pattern or a string, then you put the group around that whole string and then put plus or minus. Okay, you want to say repeat ABC as many as times possible or match repetitions of ABC 100 times. Okay, then it'll match quickly. Okay, so and the other use of this group is in back referencing. I'll show you a little magic. In back referencing, what does it mean by back referencing? Back referencing means whatever you captured, you can use it while replacing a text. Right, you're right. It will match. It will just match the last two characters. Maybe there's something wrong with the highlighting in your text editor. It'll actually match only the last two. This is I was answering Priti. Hmm? So the other use of grouping is back referencing. Okay, I'll show you what does it mean by back referencing. All right. So I have got people's name as, say, for example, Naveen Kumar, Sandeep, and I'm putting tab over here. Tab may not be visible to you, but I'm putting tab. So Sandeep tab Giri, Naveen tab Kumar, and then Makhan tab Virdi, and Sai tab Kumar. All right. All right. Now let me, and then I have Arun dash Kumar. All right. Now, if I have to just match the first name, what will I do? If I have to just match the first name quickly, first, okay, carrot, then, okay. So I say carrot, and then I say dot plus, then followed by a tab. Slash T means tab, those who are, okay. So slash T stands for tab. All right. So what does it mean? Anything followed by tab, then anything. Okay. When we say anything, it should be at least one character. So if you can see matched, 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 right? Or let's just make it a little more simpler in the first shot. So it's matching. So anything, tab, anything, right? Now say we want to swap the second name with the first name. Okay, we want to write it such that the surname comes first and first name comes last, right? So that's the time where we put the round brackets. That's the other use of round brackets. Okay, so we just put the round brackets like this. We have not put any modifiers after round brackets. Okay, now now if I say $2 tab $1, okay, which means $2 means the second bracket, whatever was captured by the second bracket, will be the $2, and whatever was captured by the first bracket will be $1. All right. Now, if you see in a single shot, we changed the second, swapped the last name and first name. If I do it again, it will bring it back to the same form. Did you get it? So $1 and $2 is called back referencing, and every editor has a different way of referring it. The one which I'm using uses it dollar, while in Edit Plus or in other editors you have to use /2, /1/2. Okay, instead here it's $1 $2. Okay, and the way they are named are from left to right. Okay, from left to right. If we had this one, okay, we have a round bracket around the whole expression, that will be referred as 1. So the first one which started, you can see the round bracket, then another bracket finished, then another bracket started and finished, and the first one ended. So the first one, this is referred to as $1. So if we write $1, we will be referring to the whole string. Okay, so I'll show you. So let's say we want to just keep the last name and then put dashes so many times and then put $1. Okay, so we'll say, so what will this result in? This will result in, or let's just do some drawing. Okay, so this will basically result in the last name followed by this arrow and then the whole name. Okay, and see, do you see the difference? Did you get that? All right. So you can nest the regular expressions like this. Okay. Okay. So the outer one is called $1, then the inner first one is $2, then the second one inner side is $3. Okay. This is with respect to the which whose bracket got started first. So that one is named as $1, $2, $3. All right. So that is the another use of putting this brackets in place. So we can back reference it. This is called refer it back. Okay. So $3, if you see, it captures, sorry, $1 captures the whole expression, which means the whole line, right? Which is $1 here. While while the third one is last name, which is anything, tab, anything. This second anything is $3. All right. So we are replacing the whole string, the first name, tab, last name, with full name and with the last name, then arrow mark, and then full name. Okay. So should I explain it again stepwise, or are you okay with this? Okay. Let me. So if you keep on doing it, it'll keep putting arrow marks and it'll do some sort of magic it's doing. All right. Oh, it's going crazy, man. Oh, it is stopped. All right. So that was a little demo of the round brackets. So now you can do a lot of magic with this knowledge itself in terms of in your day-to-day activities. Also, you can automate lot of stuff. Okay. Say I'll give you a few examples. Say you had this query, right? You had this query. You have to generate. You have this text. Now you have to create this user in the database. Okay. I'm just taking a case by case. Now we know how to match this, right? And then we want to say insert into users, and I say values, and then I put $1, comma $2. Okay, and there we go. So we just generated a lot of SQL queries without actually writing a single line of code. Okay, does it make sense to you? Or say we want to, create class called, uh, you know, class dollar first name, and then put curly brackets in that new line, then curly brackets, and then I want to say string get $1, and then do something about it. Okay. Uh, and that's all. Okay. Now if you see, in a single shot I generated all of this class and classes and everything. Right. You could do a lot of stuff in a single shot. So that is the power. That is the power of learning regular expressions, so that you can apply it even in, like, as Virdi says, that sending personalized messages. Okay. So whenever, if you see a personalized message from me, like, hi Kamlesh, this is your email, that means I am most likely would be sending it through, generated using one of these techniques. Okay. So this has got a great use in your day-to-day life, and even when you are developing with anything, this has got a great use. And most of us do not utilize all these techniques when they do a day-to-day work. Okay. No, actually, Excel macros do not support it, but they have started working on that. But Google Spreadsheet supports it properly. Okay, because JavaScript has a good support for it. So it doesn't work with normal Notepad. That's why people use Notepad plus plus. Okay, plus plus or Edit plus. Edit plus is the one where I mostly used it. All right. So you need to start thinking in terms of automating your most of the manual task. Okay, and you'll be pleased with that so many manual tasks can be automated if you use regular expressions properly. Okay. The other thing is, like, slash n represents new line, slash t represents tab, and slash represents if you have to escape, say, dot you want to match. Okay. Is regular expression syntax we see here common across programming language, or do they vary from one another? So that is a very good question, Naveen. Thank you. I was about to talk about. Yes, you all will get this video. So Naveen, that's a very good question. Now, eh, I mean, there are minor differences. There are very minor differences between the regular expressions which various languages support. Say for example, JavaScript supports a different syntax, while Java supports a little different syntax. Okay, or C sharp has a minor deviations. All right, so it's not too much of a difference. It's not too much of a difference. Okay, and yeah, because of that difference, some of the people say that we don't want to learn a particular regular expression. No, that is a bad excuse. So the regular expression is almost supported similarly across all the programming language. What can differ is, first I will show you this part, these two things you see. In some languages, you back refer using /1, /2, /3, while in some languages you back refer using $1, $2, $3, and in some languages, even in when you back refer, you can use $1 and I mean, sorry, curly bracket. This is C sharp way. Okay, so for back referring, this is for back referring. All right, and this is almost common across all /n /t, and sometimes in carriers return is also, this is carriers return /r. Okay, and here there are some more special characters each language brings in. /w, some of the languages brings /w for whole word. All right. And important aspect is that if you put slash in front of any of your special characters, okay, say you are looking for a dot, you are looking for exactly dot. Okay. So if you put dot and then try to search in regular expression, it will match everything. But if you put a slash in front of a dot, then it loses its special meaning. It will only match the last one. Okay. So that is the power of slashes. you put slash in front of a special character, it turns it into non-special. And if you put slash into these non-special character like N or T, it makes them special. All right. So to toggle the behavior of the characters into special and non-special, you put slashes. All right. Let me just recap what all we talked about. We talked about dot, which is a single character. We talked about square brackets, anything in this range, a single character in this range. Then not in the range by using a caret, and then asterisk is zero or more of the preceding character, whosoever we suffix it with, that one will be repeated zero or more times, and the repetition will be matched with the expression. Plus is one or more, question mark is 0 and 1. This I escaped. If you noticed, this I skipped. This basically is not that much required because you can do it using uh, this is equivalent of saying question mark is equivalent of saying 0 comma 1. Okay. All right. So n comma m is n or n to m of the preceding character. All right. Okay. Okay. So Virdi has a good question. I'll tackle it after this. Okay. This is group of the patterns which we can back reference the capture by /1 or $1 or $2 and so on. Then beginning of the line, end of the line. All right. Now I have got a question from Virdi. This is good question. Okay. So what he wants to say that he wants to negate the whole string. Okay. He wants to negate the whole string such as this one. Okay. So that's not possible, right? This way, but some of the regular expressions support not. All right. Some of the regular expressions support not as a keyword. All right. So that's pretty much. And as an exercise, you guys should try this out. Okay. First is the expression. Okay, let's just try it out in this session itself. Okay. So write a regular expression that verifies email address. That will only match with the valid email addresses. An example: this is valid, this is invalid. s@s.com, s@s.me, sa.123 dash underscore 123 at s.s.s.s.me. And here, I mean, when I say s, it means that it can be. Why I can't remove this guy is driving me nuts. Remove, remove, remove. Okay. So, all right. So we all know what is an email address, right? And you have to write a regular expression to only match the email address. Virdi, that's not correct because mm, not Kumar means everything but Kumar, right? But this means it will not match even even say JUMAR. All right, it will not match this one also. Okay. All right. So question to you is this. So Naveen says A to Z plus at A to Z. Let me just copy this. This is nice. So this can be any size. So what I'm trying to say here is any string followed by at, then any string dot any string. Okay, and none of the string should there should be no other at the rates or special characters. Okay, so I'm sort of okay. Are you guys okay with Naveen's answer, which is this? But this is only 2 to 3 times, right? In a way, actually, that's right. But if you see, uh, in .mobi, right? That's a 4 character domain name. And right, the other mistake is that your regular expression does not matches this. Your regular expression matches this. Fine, I'm happy. You're happy. And also notice that there could be a dot extra at the email address, but that could be ignored. Yeah. This matches with your regular expression. We are happy, but this one is not matching with yours. Okay, okay. Samta says good, good. So, alrighty, alright. So the second one is this. Okay, alright. This is Virdi. So A to Z any number of times. Okay, okay. So Samta, your is not matching with the third one. This one. Actually, third one is a little complex. Let me just try to simplify it. All right, here. And notice this. The subdomain name can be of any length. Excellent. Now the attempt which has Samta has done is good. This one is actually bad. So, so the one, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is what I was looking for. So if you notice, she has put round brackets here and then plus. Okay, and a dot with a slash before it. If you notice this, which means that this will now match the fourth one here very well. Okay, but it will not match the third one. So all we need to put more characters into it, and that's it. All right, all right. So invalid, everybody has covered it. Invalid, everybody has covered it. Excellent, excellent. So all right. So the only modification I'll make to this part, because this is the most closest one out of all, is is this. So I'll just do a underscore dash into this one, underscore dash. I put a slash in front of a dash. Okay. And 0 to 9, A to Z, that's okay. Similar thing I will do in the domain name. Put a dash underscore and here also. That's all. Okay. And here we can actually say 2 to 4. Okay. But nowadays there are a lot of other domain names are coming up with the different sizes. Okay. So this one may be a little tricky. Alright then, this sounds good. So all of you have learned regular expressions. And so underscore is for basically matching underscore. You remember that in email ID we used to put underscores also and dots also? And here we would used to put dots also, right? But here the dot is not allowed in the subdomain name. Perfect. Perfect. So all of us are on same page. So do you have any questions for me? Because I am through with my explanations. So try this email address one, try to complete it properly, and you will feel really happy about learning regular expressions. Okay. Because if you try to write a code as in program that validates email IDs, it might take couple of months, a couple of days, and still your code will be buggy. Okay. But if you write regular expression validation, it will be really, really useful. All right. So any questions for me? Or are you busy solving it? Okay, great, great, great. All right. Then have a good day, all of you. Bye bye. Bye.